school is special because you can meet your friends there, you can play and have fun, and you learn a lot of different things.
My favourite lesson is science.
Why is your favourite lesson science?
Because we get to use stuff that we're not allowed to use.
My favourite school event is the summer fair because we get to run around and have fun and have a lot of food.
During World War II, Poplar was an area of London that was heavily bombed. Our school was built on the site where Ricardo Street School once stood. The building began in 1949, 4 years after the war ended.
Our school was built as part of the Lansbury estate. The idea of the design was that it should include all that a community needs: flats, houses, places of worship, schools, an old people's home, a shopping area and a covered market. There should be places to socialise and open spaces.
It's really inspiring going back and thinking about that this school was built for the community, with the market, the school, all these things that were built together.
The estate is named after George Lansbury, twice Mayor of Poplar, MP and leader of Labour Party in the early 30s.
The Lansbury estate was built as part of the Festival of Britain Live Architecture exhibition, which opened in 1951. At that time, much of London was in ruins and redevelopment was badly needed. The festival became a beacon for change that proved very popular. It helped to reshape British arts, crafts, designs and sports. People from all over the world came to visit.
Of all the buildings in Lansbury exhibition, the Susan Lawrence School was the most admired at the time. The architects York, Rosenberg and Mardau went on to build lots of schools, but our school remains among the most adventurous. It was the first to incorporate tiles by Peggy Angus in the original entrance hall, dining hall and nursery playrooms. Architectural Review admired the tile work as a way of providing a colourful, hard-wearing finish.
Elizabeth Lansbury worked for the rights of women. She was married to George Lansbury. The Elizabeth Lansbury School was the first post-war nursery school in London.
Susan Lawrence was the first woman to be elected on Poplar Council. With other councillors, including George Lansbury, she refused to collect rates from the very poor within Poplar and was sent to prison. In 2001, Elizabeth Lansbury and Susan Lawrence schools were brought together to be named Lansbury Lawrence.
Poplar is in East London near the Isle of Dogs. We can see the towers of Canary Wharf from the playground and we are close to the rivers and the old docks.
Our school sits between two other Festival of Britain Live Architecture buildings, Cliff Street Market and the Church of St Mary and St Joseph. It's surrounded by housing from the 1950s and 60s and a growing number of modern tower blocks.
The school was considered one of the best buildings of the 1951 exhibition and one of the best things the architect has done.
Large areas of glass provide plenty of natural light to the school. There are lots of windows everywhere. The entrance has 5 bays of full-height glazing.
On Ricardo Street, the architect designed the building to preserve mature trees. Some of our trees were planted by royalty. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth planted trees at our school.
In recent years, the playground has been made really fun with lots of areas to explore. We have an edible playground to grow our own food and we even have our own chickens.
Our reception area offers a warm welcome to children, staff and visitors. The school was the first to feature work of a painter, teacher and designer, Peggy Angus, and her giant mural of patterned tiles in grey, white and festival yellow.
My favourite place, probably the tiles. You know, when you walk in the school, the front, you've got the yellow tiles, the Peggy Angus tiles. So I think they're beautiful, and I like the colours as well, and I like them because they're very abstract and very modern for the time, I think.
We also have her work in the dining hall and nursery playrooms, where it's brightened up the lives of thousands of children.
Peggy Angus was the pioneering head of art at North London Collegiate School. She was a strong woman.
Peggy Angus was born in 1904 in Chile, but grew up in London. She attended the Royal College of Art, where her hope was to become an illustrator and painter of murals. She believed that art was an important part of a person's development.
The architects of our school saw the potato prints Peggy Angus had made with the pupils and commissioned her to design the first tiles for our school. They recognized the importance of creating a good environment which creative learning could be encouraged. Peggy Angus murals were designed to catch the imagination and inspire and uplift children and their teachers alike.
Along with our beautiful Peggy Angus tiles, we have lots of original features inside our school. There are glass bricks in the ceiling to let natural light into the corridors and lots of interesting shapes and patterns around the whole building.
Artists, designers and architects continue to be inspired by Lansbury Lawrence and our rich history. Our school is a very special place to learn.
The special thing about this school is the children, the people I work with, the adults, and the community itself. Like, the parents are lovely, the kids are so well-mannered, friendly.
My favourite room is Miss Ellen's room.
Art room. Because I like art.
My favourite space is the nature garden in the Key Stage 2 playground.
My favourite after-school club is football club because you get to verse other schools in tournaments.
Our school is special because you can learn lots and you can go after school clubs if you want.
My favourite year was nursery.
My favourite space is the community room or the art room.
School event, World Book Day, because you get to dress up whatever you want to.
My favourite space is in here.